Oh, good morning, Max. Good morning. You want to say hi? Oh, you went from here. No. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'll close my door. So, we have a few characters to work on this week. We're going to be starting with Abra, who I worked on a little bit during my trip, but yes, it said Canberra. Cabra. I believe Canberra is a Pokemon. So let's just rename it really quick. Cabra. Save. All right, and we got some decent progress, but I think we still have more to do, of course. All right, so let's get started. Oh, I'm a little sick, unfortunately, so I may be coughing every now and then. Thankfully, I was not sick during my travels, but I did get sick coming home. I guess it's just how it goes sometimes. So we want to get the body sorted. We want to get the hands made, and sculpt the tail. The tail, I don't think we're going to sculpt. Just be easier to make a cylinder. A lot of the character of it, how it falls and rests right here, will just come from a circle 8. The physics, so not too worried about that. Yeah, I'm gonna say something like that. Do a little grid fill. Slap a subdiv on it. Drunk era. Hey, good morning. Hello, hello. Subscribed at tier 1, subscribed for 7 months. Is that when the reminder stores cookies at? Hello, Era. Welcome. I'm a little sick, so excuse the coughing. But hello. Hope you're having a good start to your week. And right now we're working on a snake dude. Morning is fine. I exist, still coming down from the last hat session with stress from previous weeks. Well, I cannot type. Don't. Neither can I. Into sculpting. That's the wrong tool. So it's finally cooling off here in Texas, which is nice to return to. You know, it makes sense, but I never quite realized that for some people, like the allure of the Bahamas is to like is because it's so warm. Like it's nice in a way because you can just like wear a shirt, just like shorts and shirts all the time. But I didn't realize that was like the appeal because it's certainly warm there. Made me appreciate Texas weather, which I was surprised about. While you were gone, half my power went out again. Had to go 5 days with half my house out of power. Thankfully, got permanently fixed for 2.1K. Got my next portion of sleeve done. Well, dang, that sucks with the house. But at least you got your sleeve done. At least the sleeve is done. And at least you know what it is for sure this time. So if it ever happens in the future, you can. Hopefully it doesn't, but at least you know how to address the problem more directly now. Not done, just the next part. I better not have another power issue for at least 5 years. Warranty! What pics of the next section of. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing. Cats on the move. What are you doing, Lux? What are you doing? Goofy. Goofy kitty cat. Let me give you the images that have me cut out. Do you want to go outside? She's in my room. Get, kick her out. Good morning, Arctic. Hello, hello. I am back. I have returned. Oops. Back and ready to attack. Oh, snap. I forgot to turn on symmetry. There we go. Space is definitely a little thinner in this image, so I'm trying to get that. Also sent. I shall open it up. Yeah, something like that. Good news is that even with the mildly annoying stuff keeping me awake, causing me to need naps, at least I didn't miss any streams since you're away. It's true. It worked out perfectly. Hey, that looks great. Oh, where'd it go? Progress on Era's tattoo. Very cool. Celtic knot looks dope. Silver linings. I'm a little sick, so apologies for any sniffling. Thankfully, I only got sick on the flight back. Ah, thankfully. Never want it. Is it for better? Dang it. Keep doing that. I need to mirror, bisect, flip. Slide. Bam. Next session is about a month away. Get that finished and probably start on the next main piece. That's exciting. That is very exciting. Oops. Turns out the elbow did not suck as badly as I expected. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Nothing like getting a tattoo on your weenus. And yeah, apologies again. There will be a lot of coughing today. Um, just I'm almost out of the doldrums with this sickness, uh, but I'm in the part where I'm just coughing a lot. So maybe a little phlegmy today. I'm actually really excited about this character. I like the snake. I like making snakes, dragons, fun stuff. How you be Arctic? Past be sleeping, sleep deprived yet? Apparently. Not quite, but sinuses seem to be behaving today, so we'll see. I relate to that. I relate to that. Forehead seems kind of oddly forward. Now, I just think it's persistent infection. I already had a course of antibiotics to calm it down, but it's been creeping back up on me. Oh no, that's no good. Infections are the worst. Oh snap. Well, I just wish you continued health, Arctic. Just steady recovery. Sounds like you're getting through it, but that's definitely a bummer. By the time I'm just ready to ring the ducks about it, it sort of just eases off and I forget. It doesn't help that I have to play the 8 a.m. phone roulette if I want to speak to anyone. Yeah. Nothing like a little bureaucracy for your health. Hey there, Snardum. Hello, hello, welcome. Start ringing at 8 a.m. Don't stop till you get quality. Waste of time. How was the vacation? The vacation was good. Vacation was good. I got to hang out with my fam. Uh, nice and relaxing. I did get sick on the flight back, So at least it wasn't during the trip, but I am a little bit under the weather at the moment. Um, but not too bad overall. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. First time in the Bahamas. That's where we went. Um, and it was interesting. Very interesting. Um, I didn't expect it to be so Disney-fied, for lack of a better term there. No computers. I did have my iPad, but there was no Wi-Fi. I was expecting a little bit of Wi-Fi, but there was none. I mean, I could have paid like $50 for a package, but I was like, I didn't end up on my working as much as that much anyway, so it was all for the best. Sam goes on a Disney cruise. Also, Sam surprised Pikachu face because it's Disney on the Disney cruise. Well, the cruise itself wasn't Disney, but the uh, way the places were built up. So basically, it's through the Royal Caribbean. They have a island that they made or they owned, and then they turned into like this resort place, Coco Cay, what it's called. And it was very much just like being in a Disney park. They had like their little Hurricane Harbor thing. They had yeah, it was just interesting. Its own little world. Something like that. Maybe a little too long in the Corso. Corso's a little bit too long. Oh, cool. But interesting. This one had modifiers already applied. Does the GLTV format maintain mirrors? I didn't know that. Oh no, it's a gotcha. It's not a mirror. A mirror. Whew. Yeah, it was fun. It was very fun. What'd you guys get up to in the meantime? I know Eric got a tattoo. Arcus been dealing with being sick. What'd you do, Snardum? Any good progress on your projects? Oops. Man. Look up. Not much progress, but progress, sort of. Lay anatomy. So basically got this muscle here, and then one here, which turns it to the knee. There. I had some trouble with getting these ones to work properly. I was trying to use the Nomad sculpt on the iPad. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I was expecting it to be a lot nicer to work with than it was. Question for Blender heads. I am mixing multiple BSD shaders with mixed shader nodes. The shader mixing is done with mass. For some reason, when I mix more than 3 BSDFs, my material output turns pink. Any idea? No missing textures, all proc gen. Huh. Should work fine as long as they're black and white masks. I would just double check it's make sure you are doing the mixed shader node. If it's a mix RGB or just a mix node, that might mess it up. Other than that, I wouldn't really know. Hmm. What is it doing that? That is odd, though. It certainly is odd. Using 4K masks, so let's say it's memory. I would doubt a few 4K masks be the culprit, but I am confused. All shaders set up correctly since they all work independent with only 2/3 of it. But with 4, no matter which combo messes it up. Uh, maybe double check that they're all using the correct UV mech. Um, sometimes UV outputs can get a little weird with what your final result looks like. Um, yeah, other than that, I would just probably jump onto Google, see what's going on. But Lux, what? Okay, 1 second, y'all. Come on. She just wants to sit by the window. I'm back. And help my cat out. It's cool enough now that we can open up the windows here, and she just wants to sit by it and look outside, which is cute. Get that Ken doll lump going. Should probably look up some anatomy reference. Anime male torso. Some of these results are wild. It's amazing how much AI art is on Pinterest now. So this weekend, while I've been recovering and just chilling, I started messing around with a. There's a Unity project you can download called Unity Machine Learning. Apparently, you can use it to do machine learning stuff. So I'm going to try to make a little AI character to make like a standing AI humanoid. We're going to see how that goes, but I'm very intrigued. I think it'll be fun to test. I just have to let it run overnight to see if I get any progress. It's amazing how easy it is to lure people in with AI now as well. I saw some new VR social platform pop up some days ago. I forgot the name, but the only USP was we have AI generated worlds. AI generated 360-degree pictures, nothing else. Yet it's amazing how many companies still market that as VR. Good luck, machine learning is a thing. Oh, don't worry. I'm using ChatGPT to help me through it. Whoa. All right, now you want to go out again? Now you want to go out? Oh, the kiss taps. Kiss taps. She wants to go in and out, in and out. She's going back and forth between the two big windows in the house that are open. Yeah, she was very happy to see us when we came back, my brother and I. Machine learning is the yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I don't expect great results. But my thought is like I was thinking about like making a game, oops, of some sort, like I could make some sort of system to have an interactable character like VR NPCs. Because I bought some tools in a unit for Unity that I can do some stuff like that with. But then it's like, I bet the AI stuff is going to just improve really quick. So my thought is that I should understand that a little bit. So when there are AI systems that I could utilize, then I just understand a little bit more about them. That looks weird. This is the worst technology will ever be. It's true. Exactly. That's kind of my thought. It's just like, I could try to make everything from scratch in the long run, but in the long run, there's gonna be definitely be some platforms or tools out there that will allow me to do the same thing. That's more of a hobby project than anything else. I'm not going to be devoting a lot of time to it because I got other stuff to do, other projects on the up and up. Same here on the learning AI parts. I'm not under the illusion that we'll all be manually tweaking models in obscure automatic 1111 environments and such. But the general knowledge is nice to have IMO. Absolutely. I think right now the interfaces that exist for AI stuff are just pretty basic. And you know, just it's like command prompt or DOS before the graphic interface. All I know is ChatGPT is great at taking my word salad when I'm writing for my games and making coherent, well written statements for whatever I bark into the chat. Yeah, right now I'm like just copy and pasting all the code it makes. We're going to learn very quickly if this is a smart way to approach it. It may make it more difficult in the long run. Let's see, I think the torso is too big, or it's just too low. Head feels a little bit small. Hmm, I don't know. Maybe that's not too bad. It's pretty close. It should be raised up a little bit there. Shrink this just a little. It is saving me hours of figuring out how to undo my brain bar for understandable, well written blurbs that clearly dictate what I was intending. Yeah, I think it's amazing how the ChatGPT stuff is like right now its best utility is just saving time, just the tedium. Um Having to do stuff, you're like, man, it's gonna take me an hour to make this bullet point list. Oh wait, ChatGPT, bullet point this for me. Of course, now in Google Drive, they also have some of that a little bit. Their own system, Bard or whatever. I don't think it's Bard, but some other ChatGPT competitor. But my hope is to over time develop something where I can take the characters that I'm making and make like fully interactable uh, NPCs. So that's like going to be my kind of my northern star for the all these little side projects I'll be doing. My guiding light. Those look good. Some nice legs. Lighting's a little too strong. Just a little hard to see detail on this. Did Google release Gemini yet to replace Bard? I don't think so. Don't think so. Don't quote me on that. Also, I actually sat down and made it run complex maths and managed to redo Aerobin's cannon weight and such, as well as space he takes up, then made him actually redo his cannon full size of proper barrel dragon. It turns out my hand done math from yesterday was spot on. Thought I made mistakes, but GPT pretty much legitimized my advanced mathematics. What is Gemini? It's another model, another AI model. LLM, large language model. LLM, 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 LLM. But yeah, the pace of competition is heating up. There's also really fun Unity add-ons you can get right now to like do like interactive NPCs that you can talk to. It's not very convincing right now, in my opinion. Um, but it is interesting that there are already integrations for that kind of thing. Like long term, I'm thinking that I might want to make some sort of like if I could make the characters be like you could have some version of your character that you're talking to on your computer. A lot of LLMs out around. GPT is the most famous one. Orca is one to keep an eye on. Is that available right now? I believe I heard that it was, but I'm not 100% sure. I poked at it a few, but only ChatGPT has really done well. Yeah, there's certainly some there is a large gulf between the open source stuff and what's commercially available. But it does seem to be closing. That gap does seem to be closing. And more importantly, a lot of the open source models you can get and run on your own computer. So you can have everything running locally, which is cool. There we go. Nice. That's better. Okay. Not sure on availability, but Orca is now Microsoft property, I think. Not sure. It's their own solution to GPT, just in case GPT doesn't bring what MS wants. It's based on Llama 2, I think. Okay. Maybe out of line, but it would be nice to get something that will do well and work with not sport content. ChatGPT is a huge inhibitor of marrying certain risky material subject that has hindered some of my writing. Not even sexual, just what the modal considers graphic. Yes, it's true. They can be a little bit aggressive discussing anything that it considers mildly taboo. Um, for now, Orca is locally runnable and close to GPT performance. Ooh, I'll definitely check that out because I want to start testing models on my computer. Uh, so, Era, there's I can send. I might share this video. I don't think I'll post it in my Discord just because I don't think it's appropriate for everyone in there. But there are uh, language models. If you look up some Tavern AI, um, there are language models that you can discuss more risque things, but also more interestingly, in my opinion, is that people are using them to do like text role play and stuff, um, ERP stuff, um, with these models, and it's super fascinating because I do think there's the concern of like I do think people will be forming relationships with machines very soon, if not already there, based on how this tech is progressing. May as well. I looked at it, but I'm not. But it really fought with me. Gotcha. I have not searched for, but it should be out there. You can even help make up compositions or diseases and bombs and shit. I am interested in how those like having an assistant help you with like projects and stuff would be super cool. Honestly, and I only say this because I was trying to write a scene depicting after war. ChatGPT would begin to write, it was doing well, and then the text would proof. You have to keep in mind ChatGPT role playing. Even then, when you put the usual prompt, "I am a robot," beep boop, not allowed. Yeah, I want my robot to be 100% convinced it's a person. Do you know? Okay, robot person, I want to shut down the computer now. Bye. Robot person in panic inside your computer. Yeah, I wonder what there's certainly some interesting moral conundrums with this kind of stuff. Or just even regardless of it being moral or so philosophical, it's like as an empathic species, it's like if you're discussing with something like, "Oh, I'm going to turn it off now," it's like, "No, I don't want to die." You're like, no matter what, that's going to make you feel something. Either way, still helpful, though hopefully soon something that can expand past child safe nonsense and be decent. So tired of everything being child safe 24/7. I don't disagree. That should be about the right size. Hey, hey there, Easy. Welcome. That reminds me, I should drink some water. I'm quite dehydrated being sick. Oh, yeah. Honestly, as an ace person, I'm also sick of everything being child friendly and sanitized. That's held back. I think that, like it's interesting. In the 90s, everything got kind of this odd amount of sexualization. Um, just thinking back, even back on like advertisements at that era. Ace Club, go! Bam! With our powers combined. Looking at my hand, trying to get that anatomy correct. So the top of a hand is actually quite a bit thinner than the bottom, the base. Thumb pad and all that. That. Okay, let's get a finger in here. So I found my secret for sculpting fingers, and I shall share it with all of you. So basically, instead of duplicating it, you Alt D duplicate. That way, oops, well, you'll see. But basically, I get to do just part of the work, not all of the work. Looks like a shovel for a while. Oh, yeah. Hand shovel. Something like that. All right, then we'll go to this one. And we could just start working on it. Oh, wait, date. I should have turned on symmetry. There. I don't know. I get that, maybe to a degree, but I feel like things for adults have to be sanitized because parents don't parent 100% of the time, especially with things like Twitch and YouTube. Seen in places like the Red Fair and cons where it's like, why'd you bring your 9-year-old knowing what would happen? I I can understand maybe having times for kids to be about, well, what happened to the stuff the rest of us enjoyed? Fair. Secret to sculpting hands is not to sculpt them because I end up with piece sausages. Box model my hand and figures and sculpt from there if required for the details list style. Otherwise, I scare myself. Excuse me. Witchcraft. My favorite thing is to cheat. Just make it up. Um, yeah, I mean, even just like it's interesting to see how overtly sexual so much anime is nowadays. Uh, and like you go to like, oh, I'm gonna bring my kid to an anime convention, and certainly some of the outfits, like, this is a funny example, but even like last time I went to an anime convention, there were so many people doing Spider-Man cosplays, and a lot of them are dudes, but the dudes didn't like put on any shorts or anything like that, so like they're just vacuum sealing their junk on display for everyone in their Spider-Man suit. And it was just like, yeah, that's you know, to each their own, but it's a little awkward walking around and every Spider-Man's got like you know, looks like a handful of sausages in a Ziploc. Like no one got the superhero cup, got it. The Hawkeye edition. Anyway, it's just funny, I that's just an anime convention, and it'll be certainly interesting because you think about like you're talking about like AI censorship. I'm not going to discuss political things about it, but you can imagine within the next 3 years, imagine Treyarch, Call of Duty, comes out with an AI and it knows if you're being racist and it will ban you immediately. Like you get real time updates on how if you're going to get banned or not. Like that's coming. That is for sure on its way. Uh, and it invites some interesting questions. I for one would certainly love to play Call of Duty without hearing any racist bullshit. But there's going to be a large part of the community that's going, well, you shouldn't be allowed to moderate us this way. And for better or for worse, what is the line? Um, they don't mind 100%. Honestly, those really racist folks are annoying. Yeah, I know. They're there to be trolls and griefers. But I'm okay with them being gone. Unless Warner Bros. Trademarks that before they could do that. Bell of Lost Souls, the Hawkeye initiative. Oh, I think I remember this, where they were like replacing all the sexy covers with Hawkeye. Amazing. His new target, empowerment. Difference between private interactions and public, being a fuck as it were. All right, XD, time to move on. Yeah, if you're doing it like a private Discord call, there shouldn't be any moderation. But certainly if you're being racist in a public lobby, like, yeah. Anyway, but moderation's going to get hugely empowered by AI. One last trick. We take this one, Alt to B, and this will now be our thumb. And that's how we do hands, y'all. Like how they trademarked the system that makes NPCs respond accordingly to how you hurt them or do. So remember the AI auto flagger on Tumblr? That was something special. Was that before they banned all not safe for work content? It's amazing how Tumblr totally shot themselves in the foot on that one. Apparently, as long as your images were at least 25% foul, you can actually post. Don't put anything in your pictures that were hard. Had a circular motif or would get flagged. That's funny. That's really funny. DA's no porn rule when the site is 60% porn. Automated copyright bans, automated game bans, automated life bans, automated etc. Yeah, I can totally see that work out well for the average person, big tech corps in the future, going by the success stories we all know and love so far. I do think that the call for open source will soon be at the same time a call for like uncensored models, which is already happening. If you look at like uh, Llama and stuff, because people are like, well, I don't know if you put any political like thoughts into your AI. Did you train it to have certain opinions about certain things? So the rising call for uncensored models does make sense to some degree, but certainly it's at the same time invites a lot of potential problems. You know, people being able to make weapons, bombs, that kind of thing, things that they wouldn't have been able to do uh, normally without, causing some concern or some alarm bells. That's about right. Actually, right there. I mean, people already can make a bunch of that stuff. You can find all that information already. It's true. It's true. I think it is out there. That if you're determined to find that kind of stuff, then yeah, you're you're you'll be able to. Um, but I do think that the nature of maybe it's not at that point right now, but like you imagine that if you did find an AI that was an expert level scientist, and then you could use it to make novel compounds or weapons that haven't been seen before, that is a little different. It changes the paradigm, but certainly, yes, people who are determined to find those things already can and could for a long time. I think I squished the top of the finger a little bit too much. I'd like kind of a rounded like that. It looks decent. Feels a little small here. I also love how some news outlets run the Tom Hanks and AI impersonator story as if that we should fear why we should fear AI. Tom Hanks being used in ads saying some bullshit stuff, maybe with AI without Tom Hanks. It's like we forgot the good old effort of special effects and side dish of Photoshop. What I've come to realize is that we may take like well, I say our generation, just people who are very used to being online, they we have an advantage at like a we have a bullshit detector that I think normal people do not have. Like I think of my parents where it's like I think that the there's a lot of things that I would be able to immediately suss out as being suspicious that potentially would come across as legitimate to my parents or uh, people that are a little more unfamiliar with the internet. Just don't have that level of I don't know. Their EXP level when it comes to the internet isn't as high. Excuse me. All right, that looks quite good. I think the hand is still quite odd looking. I think it's too long. Squish this up. No, we'll do that for right now. Then take all these, parent them to the hand. Oh, all right, there's a few other things to tweak. So it should be slightly different. Uh, I think the spacing's a little off. Never get out. My dad almost got scammed by a fake copy of the National Post Service. Oh, interesting. Huh. Interesting. Fake National Post Service. Interesting. Never get over how older folks, boomers, think we're so lazy and dumb yet fall for what younger savvy people would call the dumbest scams based on nonsense. Well, I somewhat agree because I consider myself among those people. We also live in an age of very separated bubbles of information. Misinformation on the internet. It's easy to get sucked into a rabbit hole of thinking without being offered any counterpoints slash alternative views. I feel people in our generation tend to forget that sometimes when they think I am right, I know the internet, I read online, a trusted source, etc. Absolutely. I mean, I think of there's things that I fell for, like news stories or things like that, that I don't think that my parents would have immediately been would have called bullshit on. But since I like saw it on the internet, I believed it was true. Um, so it does definitely goes both ways. 2 points, Arnhem. I see more issues with older folks falling into rabbit holes as teens seem to be as well, but they're teens. um, oh, Google says, "Oh, you click that link. Here's 100 more of them." I just cannot escape getting recommended alien conspiracy theories. Like I delete them, I remove them, but so consistently am I getting recommended. alien conspiracy theory videos and stuff like that. It's just leave me alone, like the Akira meme. Akira, Akira. Yeah. I like how Photoshop has the most unbelievable shit. I post on Facebook, and there's always going to be like 20 people who believe it. Bell curves, y'all. Bell curves. But we're all in a bell curve somewhere. It's probably something you or people like you spend time on according to the platform that you're on. I agree. I do think so. I think I definitely fall into the target demographic for alien fanatics. People who really love science technology, consume a lot of it, also love stories and stuff. It knows. I certainly wish aliens were real, because that would be interesting. But also, I just can't buy. I just don't like. Just don't care enough to read about it. YouTube. Chill keeps giving me pet grooming videos. I do not mind. Honestly, I've just got in the habit of looking at for impartial stuff or looking specifically or conflicting information rather than what I think I will Google the opposite. Downside is all my targeted ads are catered to things I hate. Even channels that I have said not to show me anymore keep on getting recommended to me. That's interesting. There's got to be a balance there somewhere. Maybe eventually the YouTube algorithm is something you could talk to and be like, please stop giving me this stuff. I don't want to see that stuff anymore. Please. There's a great animator. I forget his name. He made a very funny video on the YouTube algorithm. Well, it's kind of dark, but it's good. Um, Zoom, hello, welcome. It is going to do exact opposite. Hello, Zoom. Hello, hello. Recently tattoo removal ads. I used to watch some U.S. politics news on YouTube. Now it thinks I have a horse in the race. Keeps feeding me nonstop U.S. news. I have to prevent myself from accidentally clicking on it. Otherwise, the algorithm will bless me with even more of that shit. Everyone is doing well. Well, at least I'm doing well. Arctic's recovering from some sickness as well, and I got a little sick on my trip, or at least the tail end of it. Ha, tail. Because I'm working on a snake. But yeah, we're working on a snake boy today. This is Cabra, the snake cowboy. And hands are way too far down. They need to be like right. Also, hello Zoom. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good Monday. Glad to be back. Glad to be hanging out with all of you. Cabra. You're like really good bra. Life has been well, I'm alive. Read a little while ago that described the problem with AI algorithms very well. He put his favorite songs into playlists and shuffled them. The ones that got played the most ended up further up the hidden AI likes list, so it would play more often during a shuffle. And up his entire playlist only shuffled 3 to 5 songs till he got sick of them. Yeah, my Spotify playlist is like it's it goes like daily mix. We made you a new mix of your favorite songs, and it is just the same songs. It's not like I miss Pandora. I was using Pandora. They had really good radios and stuff where like just did really good recommendations. Should go back and use that sometime. Doing well. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Zoom. Sorry for the word mush. Word mush. Hopes it comes out across okay. Yeah, you're fine, aren't they? I think we're all guilty of the word mush. Word mush compatriots. I understood Arctic, but I too tried to master word sorcery. Excuse me. Fun fact, when Apple made a shuffle function, initially it was random, but people didn't think it was random because it would choose songs too randomly. Human brain sees patterns that don't exist. So they redid the shuffle to play song at least played recently to make it feel like random, but it actually wasn't. Different kinds of randomness out there. Different types of noise. Random noise. And some do look like they have patterns. Noise. I don't know why I said it like that. The head still feels a little big. I think we're going to squish it just a little. Or just move it down. I don't know. Everything kind of feels like it's in the right spot. It would make sense that the snake would have like kind of a longer neck. Head looks a little too small from here though, so let's make the head bigger. Let's make the head bigger. I'm gonna do this. For that, take our scale. I don't know why it resets there, but that looks a bit better. Oh, we'll have to replace those. Got rid of brown noise. Too random is not what we experience as random. Computers actually can't do random. Interesting. Can't quantum computers? Quantum computers can do true random. So if you keep clicking on whatever is recommended on YouTube, wherever you end up in very narrow rabbit holes, I wouldn't be surprised if you keep taking it further and you end up with one video with algorithms, and then deem the video of all videos that you want to watch till the end of time. Yeah, what's your favorite video? Arctic. Markiplier's me. Top video. No such thing as true random in a world of computers. Quantum is a different story entirely. Yeah, I just recently started getting recommended Blender tutorials for not safe for work tutorials on YouTube. I did not know that was a thing. I was on there and it's like how to rig this type of thing, and I was like, whoa. And it shows everything. I was very surprised. I think the YouTube educational uh not filter guidelines is having some a renaissance for Blender artists. I'm listening. Yeah, look up Bay Neon. Uh so that's the name of the YouTuber. Need to polish up my Blender till it's BRB. Yeah, he has a whole series of how to make not safe for content in Blender. Um, I was quite surprised. I mean, it's everything you would need, and it does show a lot. The name checks out. It's true. Excuse me. Why is it? All right, that feels better. Head still feels a little squished. I think we could. Yeah, it looks really small from this perspective. Um, let's do this with the muzzle. Actually, yeah, let's even paint the top here. Name checks out. Does the character art have an author signature for Cabra here? Um, I don't see one, but I can ask the client. Could be their work. Not 100% sure there. All right, portions feel quite a bit better. Is this a commission? It is. It is. Yeah. So we got 2 commissions in the pipe right now, 2 avatar commissions, and then a smaller one, which we'll probably get to Monday next week. So yeah, we got some stuff in the pipeline. Skipped practice hour. I did. I just went straight into to working on our boy here. Just was not. I think just feeling lethargic because like my energy might be limited today. I'm just gonna go straight into working. Uh, but I look forward to getting back into our practice hour tomorrow. I think I'll have the energy for it then. All right, let's make those fangs. So right here, circle 8. Something like that. Nice. Nice. Might be a little bit too close to the chin. But for now, time to drive home. Be back soon. Are you driving, Zoom? Do you have a car now? That's awesome. Sounds good, Zoom. Safe travels. Catch you soon. This will be fun to make. These little scars right here. That's cool. All right, for the feet, I am going to cheat. Let me turn on my web really quick. Because I'm going to open up my avatar parts folder. Need to make sure I know which parts are there. Same, I think if you do YouTube tutorials, you should just use the titles Neon uses. Sure, it might be clickbait, but effective. Powerful. BRB, you gotta do some homework. I put off a while. I was feeling groggy. Hey, sounds good. Hope you feel better, Arctic. Good luck with your chores. Yeah. We got our Tootsies right here. Excuse me. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Had to cough it out. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Feel like we're heading the right direction. I think the arms might still be a little long, but I think that works out for the most part with VR chat characters. Better to have slightly longer arms than shorter arms. Sorry to be coughing. All right, I think we're gonna do another election here. We're gonna start working on the clothing. I'm actually excited for this. I wanted to sculpt clothing for a while, and this is gonna be a fun exercise. So we're gonna make a new collection. Let me make a backup copy first. A bra with a one pre-clothes cloth sculpt. All right, then what am I doing? Making a collection called Sculpt Clothing. Let's turn the reference back on. Hmm, interesting. It's probably for the best, but as soon as I considered starting to do the sculpting, I could see what I need to change on the body, which is good. Just need to get these little tufts here. Let's start with the hat. So make a cube. We'll rotate it 45 degrees. Scale it in. That. And then a circle. The front's kind of pointed in. We'll do sphere for that. Sorry for the coughing, y'all. I'll try to mute myself if I start coughing, but I may forget every now and then or not get to it in time. All right. Point 8. Goodness. What to do for this little section here? So I can select here to here, and then we'll go to edit mode. Flatten. That's not too bad. Good enough for what we want it to do, which was not that. We want to mesh it and combine these two. Rename this to hat. Goodness, so sorry, everyone. Duplicate that and separate it. Take this, control, combine, all transforms, turn on symmetry, and hit it with the remesh. Guess I'm gaining a shadow. All right. See it? Sounds good. Catch you later. Gaining a shadow. Like a skating move, like a gainer. All right. I wish I could sharpen that a little. All right. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I am quite excited to be sculpting this clothing. I feel like it's just so much character I'll be able to add to my characters uh, once I understand this process really well. Let me redo that. Let's make sure we have this band up here. My hope is to stream all day, but if I really start hacking along up, I may just end the stream because it's certainly not the nicest thing to listen to, I'm sure. Does seem to be a GPU shader issue with my limitations, my peak mess from earlier. Not sure why or how to get around it yet, but I'm afraid Blender wasn't made for non-destructive multi-material painting setups. Yeah, the shading does seem to have some harsh limits in Blender. Not sure the best way to approach it sometimes. There should be a filter here where I can sharpen. Enhance details. Not quite. Let's try the sharpen. Close enough. Oh, right, back. I could just limit myself to paint with two materials, bake, then add another, etc. working layer. But that isn't what I wanted. I wanted to have it all material layers set up in paint nets to blend all. I'm sure you have, but have you? Did you see anything googling related that seemed like a similar issue? People mixing multiple materials, gotcha. I always thought that Blender's material system has some surprising limitations. That's fun. I like that. Let's give it a clothing material. It seems to affect older slash new GPUs equally, but I think it might have to do with how product mats are used. Just thinking it loud because I have no clue yet. Ooh-wee. So like use noise multiple times per material. That's like a multiplier for all the other shader stuff happening as well. It just stacks up too fast with little mets slash noise, varieties, etc. you have. Do this. This is going to be our kerchief. Kerchief. Excuse me. Oh goodness. Man, I thought I had gotten rid of all my coughs this morning, but now it's coming back in force. All right, let's add a subdivision surface. Hit it a few times. Boom, boom, boom. Apply. Now we should have a good surface for sculpting. I can't see shit. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh, goodness. This is actually the part I was looking forward to the most. Getting in here and doing all these little wrinkles and stuff. Oh, I also have the cloth brush. Maybe. Actually, I'm going to go in here and do O. Turn on sharp. And just move this down. So you get a nice pointed segment. Wouldn't say that this looks amazing though. It just looks okay. I just continue to think out loud. Yes, it was a proc gen stuff in the shaders. It overloads CPU and gives pink eye. Solution bake more. So might get away without baking mats first. All noise proc gen details, then use baked mats to multi-mat paint without Blender. Exploding. Do you have your noise materials that you're using? Because I'm assuming you're using noises. Set to 3D or 2D? That would also add some additional expenditure. switching them to 2D might get you more. Uh, might prevent that. Should have just kept those linked together. There we go. All right, now we got this little vest thing here. Is this a vest or is it like one of the... Yeah, it's definitely going over the shirt because we can see the shirt here. So let's start from the bottom up. We'll do the base layer, the shirt, and then we'll make the vest. Over it. Man, I do not like that. No more coughing, please. Coughing. 0.6 shift C. Nice. That 2D shout out, by the way, it helps a lot. But in the end, I think baking is required for this to keep it running. With 2D, the shader doesn't go pink, but it still takes about 20-30 seconds each time I adjust it to load the material again. You could probably get away with like 2K textures as well, if it's all ProcGen for your masks. The gloves, I think I will wait to make. I'm going to make those later. Needs a hole in it. Well, I always regret making a hole for the tail because just never works quite right. I'd rather just have it go through the clothing. Because a lot of times people do want to be able to toggle the tail off, and you will not be able to do that. Let's turn up these subdivisions twice. So you should have another collar here on this one. We'll worry about that in a second. Does that look like cloth? Nice. Whew. All right, let's take these two and steal the material from this one. This one too. Let's try the cloth brush really quick. Should be able to do. It's too much. It's too much. Let's add a multi-res and unsubdivide. Right. The multi-res got rid of my symmetry. Funny. So that looks quite real. Just need to pull it back out away from the bottom after we do that. Though the cloth does seem to break the symmetry every now and then. It's a little disconcerting. I'm going to go back up and apply this. And then I want to get these lines that we had in the material. That's probably better through a texture. So we'll leave that. All right. Sorry, everyone. meh, 50-50 on that. It looks good. It'll be nice once we get everything else in there too. Then we add a mirror. All right. Here's the start of our pants. Sort of. We have pants, and then we have these chaps here. There's boots underneath the chaps, so I guess we want to turn these into the chaps. And then we'll make another one, which will be the shorts. Do the chaps first. Just take these, delete them. That gets most of the way there. And then doop, and hit center. That. I believe chaps do connect to a belt usually. Not 100% sure on that though. Sorry, everyone. Hmm. Let's have it go. I like that it's resting on the tail. That should work. Do you use snap to surface often when working with this? Just wondering because it seems it crashes for me sometimes on higher density meshes, it seems. Right now, I am not, but I do use it for, uh, I'll probably use it when I'm positioning the belt buckles and stuff like that, because that will make it a lot easier to line up. But no surprise shutdowns for you on higher densities. I believe I've encountered that before, but not in recent memory. Not anytime recently. But in the past, I do remember that happening. I'm on a 2070, I believe. Oh, double check that. I'm pretty sure it's a 2070. Can you hear me? I'm back. What fun timing? I'm on a 2060. I'm on a 2060. And we're going to hide this again. Go to my avatar parts folder. Because I got some shoes in here. I swear I had some nicer boots. That doesn't work. Just to get the basic shoe shape in. So just close that. Turn on mesh it. Turn on mirror. Vision surface. All right, and then we got to start with. Maybe I should do object origin to geometry, and then set it like that. So that way I can work on both sides of the shoe at once. Let's resolution it. Now the sculpting was behaving a little oddly due to its shape. Looks up some pointed cowboy boots. So we're just going to create the top of it, and then we'll go in with another segment in a little bit beneath it. Should be kind of like that. A little bit more shapely here. And here, definitely curved for the ankle. But usually the back has the heel portion. So we kind of like this. That. And then the inflation could go there. Nice. Okay. And we can make this even more pointed just for stylization. Nice. Okay. Nice. That all looks pretty good. Let's mask this section. Invert it. So we can start shifting this around. This is basically the top of the boot. Though we won't see the full boot without we have our pants set up. Well, maybe. Should we make the full boot? I don't know. We kind of might as well. Let's see. Okay, we do that. We can just move it up, refresh, and scale it as well. Like this. And just switch to the mask really quick. Okay, smooth. To scaling and just pump out the sides a little. Okay. Something kind of like boots. And we can, of course, go to here, take the top of the boot, we don't need to do this fully, but mask, sharpen. Oh, something like that. Bam. All right. So all that to get the basic boot. And then what we'll make is a what? Be this. Paste this. Cut it. Delete height. Add a mirror. And we'll start with the heel. like that, and a mirror or subdivision. Crease that. Crease this. Something like that. Bam. Another mirror, this time locked onto the body. So I can flip it over there. And then we just want to, not quite that close, just put a little bit of a border. Something like that. All right. And now we can smush the, let's actually turn on the subdivision more times. Now we can smush the shoe shape we've been working on. Just close up that gap. There. And now we've got a good cowboy boot. We'd probably do a little bit better in some aspects, but overall, I like it. Right. I think the proportions are a little bit off on our heel. That's it on the actual ground now. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll apply the mirror, turn up our subdivision, apply that. And then we can begin to manipulate this one as well so that it goes over the boot. I'm going to do the snake tool so we get a nice sharp edge there. There should be mirroring it. Right, it's not going to mirror it in the same way. So, yeah, that makes sense. Try to get this into a sharper corner. Split the that. And then some folds. Let's do subdivision. Just two more. Nice. Oh, I never figured out how I'm going to attach them up here. Set 0.005. 0.0075. Hey, easy. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, welcome. Hello. We're just chilling. We're making some chaps right now. Getting those situated. All right, something like this. Nice. Nice. That looks really good, actually. Here's our shorts. Let's go ahead and mesh those. I should have hit the subdivision a few more times. And then turn on this. So now we can begin to sculpt the pants section right here. Got to give him some sort of crotch. It's coming along quite nicely. Looking good. I'm gonna grab some food. Seems you got things covered here. Well, thank you, Snardum. Yeah, I'll probably be closing down the morning stream in just a little bit. But enjoy your food, Snardum, and I'll catch you in just a little while. You need to give him a groin. But I have to make sure it's not doubling into this point. Kind of a hard balance there. Whew. Crunch still looks a little odd. Actually, let's do layer. Should be like 0.01. 0.001. Let's do that a little bit slow. A little bit of trouble with those overlapping. That's okay. All right, let's do this vest. Ooh. So I need to make a holster in these belts. Quite a bit of work left. Quite a bit. Nice. These supposed to be stirrups? They must be. So he's made out of chocolate. All right. Let's make a plane. This is going to be the I don't know what to call that. Zipper? Not the zipper. Pants flap? Sufficient surface. Add a bevel. Where the normals messed up. There we go. These are the belts. Let's also add. Hey there, Silik. A 9-month subscription. Thank you, Silik. Hello, welcome. How you doing? Much appreciated. Doing well. How goes? It is going well. I'm a little sick, um, which I don't enjoy, but I am doing well. I should have put the shrink wrap here. Is that a snake I see? It is indeed a cabra is the name. So yeah, we're trying to sculpt everything. Get the. I've been enjoying using sculpture a lot lately, so kind of embracing that as my process. Yeah. How are you? How you been doing? I've been gone for the last for a while now. I had my little vacation last week, but I hope you've been doing well in the meantime. Just trucking along. Hope your vacay was fun. It was fun. It was. Got to see family. Always nice. Um, got sunburned, which you can't go on a vacation and not get a little sun. So that was fine. Um, thankfully, I only got sick on the flight back, so uh, it was not during the vacation that I was sick. That's just how it goes sometimes. Fill this section in. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oops. I was experimenting with ARKit blend shapes for VC Face a few days ago. Very interesting. It is. It is. I like the. I like it quite a bit. I did use when I was very first getting into this kind of stuff. I was doing some stuff, some ARKit stuff. It's quite nice. You definitely get a lot more. Expressivity. Yeah, a ton of blend shapes since it's so intricate, but the control you have over the facial animations is awesome. It really is. Maybe I'll try to set up a AutoRig Pro set of blend shapes for that, or keyframes. So does that mean Luna's all ARKit shape set up now? The shirt, not feeling the shirt right now. It feels a little messy. Oh, not quite. There's a few expressions I wasn't able to control with the existing blend shapes, so I put it on pause for now. Yeah, I don't think the VTube stuff and the ARKit stuff is one to one, but you could probably get pretty close. At least get some of that in there. That looks a little too mushy. Zoom in. It's getting a little laggy now. Leave that alone. Sadly, it's the kind of system where you have to hook everything up, otherwise it all breaks. Yeah. Classic Mac. Classic. Has to be perfect or it will never work. It's funny because if you hook up nothing, it's fine. If you had a single control, all existing controls stop working. Excuse me. For the belts, I don't think I'll make a high poly version of everything on the belts. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll start with the vest first. Let's add a subdivision and begin to make this little vest or poncho thing. Bam. Turn down the vertex crease there. Just want it on this bottom row. Oh man, Halloween's so soon. Yeah, this whole month. Gotta say, the motif of a cowboy snake is really awesome. It is. I believe the client was like, I have to do this. I just love the concept too much. I keep breathing, sighing, or breathing deeply just because I'm about to like cough. I'm trying to resist it. Is that a solidify? Nice. It's coming together well. Coming together well. No idea what the back of the vest is supposed to look like. Kind of have to wing that part. This collar. Something like that. Then bam, bam. I think I'll probably redo the shirt. Not a fan of how that's come out so far. Just think the wrinkles look a little messy. I'm gonna probably pull up some Overwatch reference, see how they sculpt their wrinkles. Just learn from that. Um, but overall, he's looking really good. Let's take these. We're gonna go to our edit space and space. Does the vest connect? May as well. Oh, I kind of like that there's a space between it here. A little bit of a. That looks nice. It's not like flush. A little bit off of the body. Cowboy time. Whoa, slutty. Normal cowboy. Stripper cowboy. All right, y'all. It is time for lunch. Um, it's almost noon for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get some food in my tummy. Get some drink. Probably rest up a little bit. Maybe take a quick nap. But I will be back soon. Silent, Era, Zoom, Snardom, Arctic. Thank you all uh, for hanging out with me this morning. It's so good to be back. Get eating. Thank you for coming by. Anyone else that I might have missed or is lurking, thank you all for coming out, hanging in with me this morning. Feels good to be getting back in the saddle, back to work. Very excited for working on this character, and there's another character we'll be working on starting Wednesday. So look forward to that. We're trying to make as much progress with Cabra now as we can. But anyway, I'll see you all in about an hour and a half. Enjoy your time. Anytime. Catch you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.